A Northwest Harris County homeowner is accused of chasing down a man and then shooting and killing him for stealing his barbecue pit. The incident yesterday raises questions about what you can and cannot do legally as a gun owner and whether or not the man who pulled the trigger can eventually be charged. KPRC2's Bill Barajas is live in the Galleria area with what he's been able to find out today. Bill?
Well, Harris County Sheriff investigators will soon wrap up their investigation and then hand it over to a grand jury to make that decision. We spoke to a criminal defense attorney and a firearms instructor to get their take on this case and how it might play out. Darius Sanders spends countless hours now with your left providing firearm training at the Top Gun range. Consequences of pulling out a gun and using it, even in self-defense, at the top of his lesson plan.
In the gun industry, we talk about using the Shark Tank method. When using self-defense, especially when you use it in deadly force, would you jump into a tank with sharks for that property? And normally if you say, no, I wouldn't do it, then we would advise you not to use deadly force over it.
The certified instructor says he began receiving questions about the do's and don'ts of using deadly force after a Northeast Harris County man chased down a suspect for allegedly stealing his barbecue pit, confronting him and eventually shooting and killing him. The homeowner claiming he believed the suspect had a weapon, so fearing for his safety, he shot at him several times, killing him.
With that case, Penal Code 942, it talks about using deadly force to protect property. And when it comes to theft, at nighttime, a person is allowed to use deadly force to protect the property.
Leticia Quinones-Hollins, a criminal defense attorney for 20 years, also weighed in. She tells us this began as a classic stand your ground case.
Now remember, when he followed the guy, that's where it becomes murky. Was he following him just to get the identifiers to report to the police who was attempting to steal from him? Because if he was doing that, and the suspect then uses or attempts to use deadly force against the homeowner to prevent the homeowner from getting that information, that stand your ground would extend to those circumstances.
And for folks at home, when they say, when like Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says this will be handed over to a grand jury.
Sure.
What is that for somebody at home? Can you kind of explain the process there?
Right, so whenever you have cases like this, where there's this murky gray area that the police or the district attorney's office are looking at, they're going to put that in the hands of citizens. And the grand jury is basically where a group of citizens meet about particular cases as to whether or not that particular case should be indicted. Should it move further towards trial?
And we also asked the sheriff's office tonight if the suspect had a gun on him or if he fired at any point during this incident. Our questions went unanswered tonight. We will keep trying. As for the homeowner, I'm told he is cooperating in this investigation. We're live in the Galleria area. Bill Barajas, KPRC2 News.
All right, Bill, thank you.